In some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidate Alhaji Nana-Addo Bawumia conceded so early. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy, and ultimately this will lead to the declaration of what he calls states of emergency. This therefore will lead to the Akufo-Addo's government to have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. President Akufo-Addo, whether Bawumia conceded early or did not, the point is, any further machinations or any schemes or any conspiracy ploy to disturb the political stability of this nation, please, the volcanic eruption will be more than you can bear. Nobody tried for us to raise the flag down. No. Let the flag of Ghana hoist across the global world and at the global stage, because election will be a President Akufo-Addo's attempt to hold on to power exposed the frontline deep throat's intelligence source, coupled with our Trojan horse, has uncovered a flip-flop, slope, emotional-driven President Akufo-Addo in his last-minute bid to plunge the country into a state of abyss. The American natural said the frontline show no ensani and nine akọ pick nieme bia edi ekọ biebi se anhwa President-elect John Dramani Mahama may not be sworn in January 7th. Extra anamotuo bi a ekoso sa anamotuo ya ekoso ene mante ye kaka de yeke folks na me kwaku me sori am kasaba sabasa o se wo ye Ghana ni sabriwe na wo hwe me na me fa de se e bring kakra me share program ya se besi sabriwe. If you want to put my job to test, and two, if you want to critique my job, a quite also be to critique. However, may I say and maintain, sir, be no media to a form one, Sadiano and Yading has not come to pass. Or Yenya Hunsun says, was a ampa, as some like Kukan and a crack. Custom, which one? How many national security reports have I not put on the table? Ni Nara Mbemu. Tell me. And also, my name is Humrika Meka, someone any the Krana. But folks, the Yekebiano, Ghana for me say we taking it serious. Now, President Akufo-Addo be hand over or hand over. But the more call baby anomakro. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds. They prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy. And ultimately, this will lead to the declaration of what he called states of emergency. This, therefore, will lead to the Akufo-Addo's government would have to stay in power while it would have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. And folks, I tell you, this is pretty dangerous. Information I hear picking it to say, sir, arrangement way, leading to what he calls state of emergency. And was the drawing board so at the presidency, one more year for rehearsals. See the American year. One more year rehearsals. Yes. And easy, sir. Rehearsals no more any nana except they are gauging the space as to whether or not, sir, they should press the state of emergency button or they will not press it. But you cannot also press the state of emergency button easy. There must be what you call the precursor one, or if you like, the precipice. Because without any precipitation, listen to me, Ghanaians, without any precipice, you cannot press the emergency button in this country. Yeah. So in other words, what you call the war birds who may be unleashed against the backdrop of this state of emergency are also on standby. Whilst they are also working hard, they are working their ass off to see to it how possible state of emergency will be declared. Yes. Now state of emergency, so many declare, women declare, a day and a bemo. Now, in some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidates Alhaji Nana-Addo Bawumia conceded so early. And then you know, sana no no. So what so that from what they make in the one. Just NPP in Penifone be removed. Said the candidates Alhaji Nana-Addo Bawumia did something they will tell you say it's politically incorrect. And no one but in other school of thought also believes that Bawumia did the right thing. So right now there is no avenue or space for what you call the precursor to any state of emergency. Now, what is left now on their drawing board, as I said, parliamentary seats in Akano would become a secured avenue to stir this controversy. Now, so and no chance Sisiano, Osami, and Saoma Drejiri, the tension in Saoma Drejiri, and notwithstanding only in Saoma Drejiri to be that of isolated cases. No, there are about several constituencies within. Mika say, NDC for Ariata so I think Tema West ho baby, Ebi Bright ho. And they can say Ebi Bright no so dia to say, hey, mupo 7 December, wamuso mi rap parliament house. And there are several of these constituencies that Mika say tension is brewing there. Now they will intend to use some constituencies way as the precursor to what? Trigger or press the state of emergency by way of send the panel muku sa constituency one. So we attempt so there is the standby, what I call or what I've already described, the war birds. The war birds means what? Their military attachment, their military deployments. Mind you, about the Yatueria, this is not the time we'll be back so Debbie, we don't need the military men at the polling station. No. And you're different from Zed. We don't need military men in town. No. Right now, it's no longer a polling station. Now, it's the nation and the free for all. So, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces will tell you to know there is some confusion in town, and this confusion way does not warrant or to let you know that it is beyond the threshold of the Ghana police. Therefore, the military should go and what? Calm the situation down. Once the military, ever chrome, no one can make tension down. It will lead to what you call a sporadic shocks. I can only do this with Ghanaians. Senior Beya, you will not find yourself or you will not be caught in the crossfire, or you may not be caught in the melee. Something is in the making. Ghanaians, don't take it as a joke. Now, Ebra, then they deploy the military into it. 10 or whatever, 10 to 8 or what, depending how many. You do move before 1, 2, 3, and 1. Enough for the president to press the state of emergency button. Case closed. And when the state of emergency button is pressed out, what it means is that automatically President Adedanko Akufo-Addo would continue or will remain the president sitting on the seat until whatever. And this is Africa. Trust me. Our intelligence team within and outside the domain are watching the situation carefully and closely with the sharp lenses. We are also watching the situation very close with our sharp lenses and everything that entails. At this juncture, We call on His Eminence Ibn Chambers. Yes. Honorable Ibn Chambers, His Eminence. We are also calling on ECOWAS, Economic Committee of West Africa. We are calling on them. We are also calling on ECOMOC. And then last, calling on United Nations and all the international stakeholders in Ghana's just ended election 2024, right? To be on the alert to figure out this impending explosion so that Obi Ameka say Kwekwana, you are lying. No. I've called on all these eminent institutions, including His Eminence Ibn Chambers, all of them. May say, wake up, be on the alert. Begin to pick the intelligence on the ground. What is in the making? This impending explosion. Ghana for Mama Fenye Agro. We don't want history to be in the making. No. Yempe history be in the making. Why would I say this? And I reference Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo, who became president of Ivory Coast in 2000. During his presidency, he grappled with civil war and an extended period of disunity after disputes that he lost on election in November 2010. He refused to step down, which led to a political crisis that threatened to reignite civil war in the midst of accelerating conflict. Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Asema Mike, Enya Abosebikao, ABC, our just neighbor here, Ivory Coast, ABC, honor. Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Ivory Coast. Election 2000, he won, or he did not, or see we didn't kunim. And what he did basically was that he plunged the nation called Ivory Coast into war, a civil war. Ghana for the second person I can reference, President Yaya Jammeh of Gambia, when he attempted not to hand over power to the president-elect. And you see in DC on other hand. And tonight, Yaya Jammeh and see next. And the list goes on and on and on. Tonight, we are calling on the eminent persons and bodies to sit with the President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo to consider this as a national exercise and an obligatory, and also a force enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. And may I say, Mr. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, this is a non-compromise situation. He is obligated to do it, and there is nothing he can do. Yes, Mr. President. On the 7th December, President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, he cannot do anything except to hand over power to the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Period. And may I say to the MPP, and also say this to some top officers in the Ghana Armed Forces. Yes, any officers in the military, in the Ghana Armed Forces, and also in the state intelligentsia, please, allow this nation to move this direction way. And kudru baby I say kudru. Na onyankopon fa ni nhira Ghana. Ye pa chow. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, ye pa chow. Whether Bawumia conceded early or did not, the point is, any further machinations or any schemes or any conspiracy ploy to disturb the political stability of this nation, please, the volcanic eruption will be more than you can bear. Nana-Addo say, "Mama, may try Nobody try for us to raise the flag down. No. Let the flag of Ghana hoist across the global world and at the global stage. Because election will be a hunipa. And ya feeling ya to a benevieno. And a mobile skirmishes beneath Samuel. In the scheme of things, Ghanaians have spoken, and that is the word of Ghanaians. We cannot compromise this. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, please. Any form, any attempt to press the state of emergency button will be very fatal. I can assure any of you. Ghana's international partners, Bibri, are picking this intelligence. I'm telling you. I don't want to mention names, but I say, Ghana's international partners, foreign, have picked this intelligence. Let peace reign, and let peace reign in Ghana. Ghana was the first country in the south of the Saharan African continent to have gained her independence. And after our independence, spirits of gloom, despondency, and moral decadence have become a commonplace. But even though of the above, still Ghana continued to reign on the global platform as a beacon of what? Democracy. As what? Gateway to Africa. So therefore, may I say respectfully, Mr. President, let's maintain this status quo. Where we everything, corruption, massive corruption at the apex of government. Enough. The Akare says, Kanka and Monfemra. But the likes of the Gabias Rochedako, Kenufuriata, whoever Mushin Biara, you must account for your still worship. Folks, we need a reporter, Medebeto, Ama president, and the country. We are, and I make a chance of folks, and Yoma Yepiano, Apiano, and Yama Anojo Sao. Please. They be a master make a chance of help. Kwame but down for help. And Yoma sometimes they be also make a chance. I wish I don't know all of this. Because why? Too much. The things we know, sometimes we see, we hear, we get too much. Why? What are they doing? Sometimes to be able to sit to process all of the above, it's a much work to do. Folks, at the end of the day, I can only appeal to the consciousness of this nation, our clergy, civil society groups, and all and sundry to wake up and begin to speak to the president that anytime soon, Mr. President, you would walk down the aisle. It will be well as noted, said, you've come to rule 8 years. Walk down the aisle. Right now, as we speak, President Akufo-Addo is in his lame duck period. Yeah, stage. Yeah. Minimisia make us say President Akufo-Addo or baby of France. Kwajiwa home wo ho. Be did ni wanom. I can't na saying. Maybe be ad na sem ko. Nemom say obi ever be press the state of emergency bottom. No. It will be resistant with the fears. With the blood. Moja na nipa de begu ho a resist saade no. Nti be the mosi on this attempt of say hand over mapa on the 7th January. Ye na ye ba Independence Square ho aba be hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to be sworn in as the next president of this republic. Asem fana sam ko asundwimu ne ye na ye ntra ha se ba tan ba ko ene ne mma ye bedidi ne yanom asem asa bibia ni ho ana se the chairman kan a while ago ye nya be trase ne ye didi de wo mu an bibia ni ho mu ba ye sikai munya bia nya bi edi bi atoto dan cars bibia di ma ahodo ma no so ye se muntimi ni wo me mete ye ese mba no ko muntimi ni wo ene mu ne ade eye. It's okay. Munyama nento na John Mahama the 24-hour economy metwa so. Na fi so operation why recover the loot and me ahon keka comply with them. Na some fana some ko. Folks, honey the BC. Afi yemra but obi beka se no kwaku Are you for real? Me person me yin me be chama me both video be the achemo. First video and second video. To tell you that President Akufo-Addo nya all hand you over. But tonight there's something already in the conspiracy. Ebie did that. Emma man for side applique intelligence and in Komobi Ekoso. First, I want you to listen to this audio recording. Dear Ben and Nipa person worker, take a listen to this one.
Boise, Coronepa, a good evening, sir. What's all culture? Information I mean, a free MPP on my platform and say. Once last me say no message be say general friend say opoku ni general afo ni some police officers be they are planning for coup sa asam na maka no nokre papa na police for no mo ka no ya me say nkomodi na de won say it is not over. My end is from 18 years there. Said once our transitions team eguso eyo all is well, all is not well. The my agenda map or my last agenda map and say it said easy yes stubborn easy can say some constituency be on gene to now a person recollection Akufo-Addo no my planning my catch and say that's the only option on war. So 2 years more na come about 20 years. They want to say easy egusu say on penny be regulation. No NDC so on penny. And see the Babane say easy by force. Abakwa regulation NDC the more boko go so on penny. Nan menya aba no Akufo-Addo bafa so e declare state of emergency. I'm telling you Akufo-Addo is not ready to hand over power to Mahama. NDC movement in the whole assembly ma catch on we from source MPP for platform so na mini pa no say asem na mo discuss o ni onokwa ni yemi hyehyɛ no nti say me so mo mpefunu aso nti say omo last option o ma ye ne say generals na standing by any police officers in be standing by say the only option on motuma ya motum da fam makuna ban say easy and press circulation obeye now NDC susum person obejatum NDC easy for no court easy for no some person mboko court cause we so mboko court a ombedintro in some of the force at the regulation no omo ye regulation a omo de abani bi ekogum nti de omunim se abenum de kogum no sa margin NDC ni edwini NDC for the wini e various constituency no omod ma eyin abayin materials bi kogum ma aboso nti so omo ya regulation na MPP definitely MPP ebo wini nti MPP wini sa na constituency no mo kan na there's no way NDC benya to third in parliament no nti de omo pese omo ye bia no entum ma so nti bosha Akufo-Addo da share Jamin Samon say so boano me chise mutumi regulation na ni bachi otumi onye ma ne keke na omonhwe de besi the NDC for the baye say NDC for na mpene na menya bape obe declare state of emergency obekese wontum Hanover and then hono minim de besi next Akufo-Addo penesa minim de besi next intimate asem we ma ka no serious asem we amaka no eye serious me pacho me financial asunti sisia na NDC we should be on guard NDC we should be on guard baby constituency na NDC is akaso be regulation na NDC mama boys no my ye mo boys no area ho for no monitor collation center ho mo hu ani move bial pe na sa mama mpene na omu say force no eye higher Akufo-Addo they are burning otherwise, but mpempere make say decision on my fan say is wa catch wa promise James is on one no on your regulation so to me yepe MPP for winning na so to me any need if we be me so mon pepe baba faso no dey declare a state of emergency na general poku na general for no police for na meka no no dom bejim there behind the scene say behind the scene nim dia ebaba mon kan che president Mahama nechi on sorry I say wararase all is not well Akufo-Addo don't want to hand over because their eyes they have many say no so all team na committee no what no am wired this tell you so done that nti sa asema wona some way funny serious nechi man pay for now something but that's it
won say obi kasa o obi ekohu bibi o ehun asem ato ho se tie na wo de fanatrada obi kana so se fanela you know ye kan na se bi mu twe soroku right wo twe soroku ebi susu ye no said ye Ghana for but with my dear I want you to listen to President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. A statement of the president himself, not me, not you, the president himself. Statement by the president, you know. Okana Nanabi. No, sit there. Take a listen to it.
It's an act. The now soon to be former president made an announcement with vim and vigor that he would never hand over. Please, may bow you not to remind us of anything. I'm building a case. Look at what he said. So I just want you to remember, he did say that. Okay, and I think unfortunately, because he's a president and he's on top, because he made those statements, it strengthens the hand of others. And the NPP to also get up and make the same thing with the same vigor. After all, your leader, so they also added their voice to it. Listen to some of them.
So far as I live, me didn't break it 8 biao. To me, you know, me say, me fama wa monne, me fama wa mochina. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
Asem no kan wote President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo si dien hand over ma obia obeji 2 minutes free. Did you hear that? Me na meka asem no. Na wo de ka montra ona monyi nsem bia no. Ghana for yeah, mameka asem njemo. Africa na ye wo no. Me say e Africa. At least mama 2 dien 2 nipa mienu presidents are wo mu stage the same thing. President mienu Laurent Gbagbo Ivory Coast, Yaya Jammeh of Gambia. Hey, now what they saying? They don't care. They don't care. President Akufo-Addo Osidien, what is Santiago? Take a listen to him. The president loud and clear. Into the town, you can't. The amendment to me catch on say from now to see a day called holidays, one of my yaki the American, so that you may not be caught in any crossfire, in any sporadic whatever, or in a melee. I don't know how that is going to happen. But President Akufo-Addo, the first state of emergency Baltimore, the military now would have to obey the orders. Yes. Dear, if President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo press the state of emergency Baltimore, and so yes. And the issue, and I said the topic of President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, Addo's attempt to hold on to power now, they are two ways. The institutions say, "Yama said, Mumra na mumeyejuma." I'm done on that one. We are done. and we are watching the space very close. Folks, afi ye moving ko the National Security HQ headquarters assembly in Isuo, and here we have the report. One page, me candidate am ni video natural. I say number 1, Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates, Utie. I say Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates. The sensitive documents are to be assessed by who? Gabi Ochre Daku and destroyed by sale. This is what the report is saying. Report today can number 1 or say, "Eye papa ye odo we oye kweku asumeni. Ni dwuma wonu mu di sabri ni se. Afi wonu mu sika every National Security Headquarters any document sensitive document womu di ni na no ekwa koma hwan Gabi Asare Ochredako. Unim Gabi, mumfa Gabi mra. Ye de womu documents ni nya ekoma no. Se be ya sa sensitive documents ni na no wonu be destroy no. I don't know why. Number 2. Or see, so far over 5 million Ghana cedis belonging to operatives have been moved in a week whilst no operations are being conducted. Report to us be himself. Or say Sika saying 5 million Ghana cedis. One more time Sika every National Security Headquarters one more they call. One more they say Sika no konso abra operation bia so enko so a ebe warranty say says according to the report, or this scanner is for one of the operatives, national security operatives. By your term scanner they call. Number 3. Or say this comes at the backdrop of abduction of Khan Dapa by operatives at Jubilee House who demanded their exit allowance. Naturally said, operatives in him say, Sikebi woho. I said this is can ye demom warm allowance in a for. But ora kandapa and Shema says K ya farm be sis atame. Nina account kandapa ye chin wo Jubilee out. Womo kidnapping straight up. And no report but I bet to mama did that. Number 4. Or say the above individuals have contravened the new National Security Airline and Security and Intelligence Act, which clearly states one must resign before taking an appointment elsewhere. All individuals have not resigned from national security and continue drawing fat salaries and allowance. I feel the year another chapter. Any idea? Ekonya yasesa 150 nipa maku saying 150 no can one tree me saying 150 ohani adunum yasese say ni pay na do makugu Bank of Ghana omugu ho from national security to yamo man resign. They did not resign and they do makosho. Yeah, folks, as we report they say enokra one man contravening national security the airline and then also the Security and Intelligence Act they've woma ato samra no nanu na make say abenya wube NDC aban mumfo mani nchire Bank of Ghana serious fish all of them out. Number 5, or say noteworthy Victoria Sam and Emmanuel Dazi are subject of ongoing procurement breaches. Another paragraph. They are said to have imported vehicles and weapons at inflated prices on behalf of the ministry. An undertaking were not authorized to execute. Afi yedi nipa mienu bi sudiaba. Eya maami e friend Victoria Sam. Victoria Sam ono national security hono. Ono no ye director oye analyst. Oni sa Emmanuel Dazi eka bomu eko importo arms so ammunitions edeba omeimu a sa ammunition no ehun potential entwa yi na nsene mfata ss abri investigate om ne ye den ye do mo famra kwan so no mpenifo bi na ehwem ntia nti o ma fom ho adi. Number 6, or say Victoria and Emmanuel Dazi sheepishly used the proceeds of their ill-gotten wealth on Arab-style mansions around Spintex, a serious clout on the Akufo-Addo-led government. Let's say, Sama Victoria Sami on you a brand here friend, Emmanuel Dazi, Sikana Wonumian, would have done this kind of way. And I've gone to see it. For some reasons, I don't want to show you their pictures and their mansions. When we say, I will do that today. Tell you, because I grow. Me say, Mami Victoria Sam, and Emmanuel Dazi. Tonight, I'm not going to show their pictures. Wait, me kwaba, me ya dear. Number 7, or say, if national security officials who have spent less than 4 years at Blue Gates are able to build Arab-styled homes, then a thorough audit must be conducted at the Blue Gate to recover lost state assets. Or say, send pay me enu. So what she say? One more national security in less than 4 years. No one more see a day kesia to say Arab for mansiona. Hey, not just a DB course for national security. SSC, you need investigating. Seriously. National security operatives, and then when we see there, it is a villa, it is an Arab mansion. Number 6, folks, and then me de sa pictures in the betel, and then we build an betel for a reason. Now, last one, or say, the NDC government and its oral team are admonished to review this contravention whilst recalling the individuals back to Blue Gate for investigations. Long live Ghana, long live the People's Revolution. The last, a fee or call it on said the oral team no enshema investigation be enkoso right now. Na enipa no ye do omo free Blue Gates or national security do omo call Bank of Ghana. They should bring them back. Folks, afi mi beyi video bi achiro. Ekwanya one more packet documents any sika sheka im no mo de ade akọ. According to the report, documents in it almost omo de kwa himfa e de koma Gabi Asroche Dako. Dana Semnetier. Mr. Gabi Asroche Dako, your name has been mentioned in this report. We may crave your indulgence if you want to respond. Please come out and respond. The best video in national security. How we secure this? We have a lot of spies within the security and intelligentsia. And we have CFA crime bisu and sana etimiade in your video. There are lots of videos, but tonight, me be mam we pe monhwe na me mekasem. Na me yi peni bisu picture me fankyere mo. Sa peni ya friend wa we dwane. You are sending the message with Johnny. But there is something Sao Opini way is involved. But first, take a listen, watch this video and watch quietly. Watch this. See it to be secured. Let's see track a free her. Car see one. This is National Security Headquarters. Blue Gate. No one more parking your man. And you see one. Yeah. I'll be just a him for no more call. A him for and one more day air call. Folks. Assembly now. Into another honor. Good. Now, Openia Nidi epie sa operations of evacuating documents and money no. Sa opini no. Na oye bank oye national security operative o. Our Bank of Ghana any edina aba national security so meyedwo ono da ho no. Mr. Seth Danso, yes. Seth Danso was Bank of Ghana top official any edina aba national security as one of their what accountant. Yes. Ono da no Mr. Seth Danso. Mr. Seth Danso accused of being behind the evacuation of monies from the national security headquarters. And him from this can go. Pape, every effort biara to bring him forward, number yin sembiano, deliberately refused to come forward. They are sending the messages upon messages. He doesn't want to speak. He doesn't want to come forward. But they be some make a chum say, "Hey, moya sunfo papa we or some Ghana, whether you like it or not, we a national security officer. Sikanwa, mo evacuate free national security headquarters and you sika. It belongs to the people of this country. The question is, where have they sent the money? And if from this can kwashe. And to friend wa omuya message be a diamond so omra forward. No, he has decided to hide. Honor down, Mr. Sedanso. Sedanso was Bank of Ghana, one of their top officials, our Bank of Ghana, and he didn't bar national security under why the late Mr. Chireme, who was then the national security coordinator, now deceased, and he didn't buy on secondment. Sedanso Nini or national security.